Alright. Let me change this. Boom, boom.
Hello?
Boom.
What's up?
Hello?
Where are we going?
Banana.
Now is the time.
Two guys bought a nade. One guy didn't buy at all. Careful behind.
Planted.
This guy's 100% CT.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
That could have been bad if you got me. It could have been really bad.
We must win. Grenade! Let's throw in a grenade! Let's throw in a grenade!
Oh, he's crazy. Fell back.
Let's throw in a flashbang. I'm planting the bomb.
On box, on site. Middle.
One's library.
Terrorists win. Yes, yes, yes.
Nice.
Activating the bomb.
Very nice.
Let's call my brother. Grenade! Smoke! Grenade out! Flashbang!
They boosted. They boosted. Oh, banana. Oh, man. It's not bad. Damascus. It's probably like 1,400. I think. No. Oh wow, they're cheap. Holy sh. I mean, 700, but I thought there were more. They're not going up. Crabbits go up all the time. Let's see. Non-graffiti crabbit. Cheapest is a forced DD pad. Interesting. Kills 9. So if I put a buy order for like 1,005 or 950, I just make profit. In theory. I know he's hurt. They're still trying to push that. It's crazy.
Running on our spawn.
Almost. Almost. He's far back, left side. Mirror mosaic. Menwear. This could be profit, because if it's like low float, you could get a little bit of overpay. I think. my god, he wide swung that. Crazy.
Rebels. Rebels.
I'm planted. Throwing smoke. Bomb has been planted.
Arch.
Archers.
Back. Grenade out.
Oh god,
Why?
they
How push?
Terrorists win. Fear us.
that could have been really bad. Um,
Move it, move it. Throwing a flashbang.
he's peeking still. Right side. No.
What's the plan here?
Throwing smoke. I planted the bomb. Bomb has been planted.
It's B, green.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. We must work together.
No gun on the ground.
I'm throwing a grenade.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
Grenade. Throwing fire.
R spawn. Spawn.
Counter-terrorists win. It's easy. We kill them.
This we're buying. does that do 32 damage to me? They're pushed up a banana very quickly.
Flashbang. Smoke. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Just waiting for it.
Throwing a flashbang.
Nice, they're gonna get tilted now.
Distance nullified. Throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a grenade.
He's dead.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
He's watching it. Oh man. Close mid. I thought I blinded him, or I don't know. I must have blinded him. If he was like one library, one B.
Oh, of course, picks me after. Arch.
I'm planted. Bomb has been planted.
It's a decent AK red line. It's not a cheap AK. Field tested. I think field tested is best wear as well. Unless no, I think it's mid wear. I think red lines only have mid wear. Okay, red line. Yeah, I mean mid wear is crazy. 600 is absurd. Like 600 doesn't make sense.
We will make them regret this day.
Pushing banana, guys. Come on.
Shut the fuck up.
What do you mean? Come on.
I'm throwing fire.
I'm getting tilted. Like, why is he tilted? He didn't even shoot. There's one of these three guys that said, "Come on." I think it was one of these two. This guy has no right. Neither of them have a right to be complaining.
Grenade! I'm throwing a grenade! Grenade out! Throwing smoke!
Oh wow, so those are the two bottom fraggers.
Bomb has been planted. Flashbang! The bomb terrorists win.
Kaboom. Do I get a death for that still? Even though it was half? I think I did actually.
Let's go.
I think they're gonna go B.
Throwing a grenade. Grenade out.
Don't stand in front of me for
Grenade out.
dead. No. What? Get a few. One is better than none, but four is too much.
Bomb has been planted.
Um.
Go, go, go. Live grenade. Smoke out.
One more. At least I got one of them. I think I lit the second one as well.
It's B, it's B, it's B.
I think they're French Canadian. Sound French Canadian.
Terrorists bomb has been planted.
Okay, I guess we buy every round.
Remember, this isn't the killing house anymore. This is real life. Grenade out! Grenade!
do we even go for this?
Throwing
At
flashbang.
least we got one kill.
Terrorists win.
I feel like it's because our teammates are in a bad mood. That's why this game didn't go great. I feel like it'd be much better if they were in a good mood. I think he just rage quit.
Flashbang. Throwing grenade.
Nice. It doesn't matter though.
Grenade out. Flashbang out.
On A.
Terrorists win.
I want to stream on Twitch, but also I don't, cause like streaming on Twitch is like it's good for live, but it's not good for like reach. Like more people are gonna see the live stream after it's concluded. Whereas if I don't stream on YouTube or stream on Twitch, it's just going to it's not going to reach as many people. People don't watch VODs on Twitch as much. Whereas YouTube's literally made for videos. So people don't watch VODs on YouTube, and YouTube actually pushes them out. Which kind of sucks. Because I want to stream on Twitch. But I'll do it once I have like a proper setup where I could do both. Or I could do both. What do I even buy? I guess this. I actually don't mind the extra money. Just means I could buy more.
Deploying flashbang. Flashbang.
Where was he? Where was he? I thought that I didn't even realize it was last round. I thought that was second last. Alright. Counter-Strike is down. It's Monday. Why is it down? Okay, let me reset the game. Why is it down? Let me try resetting the game. If it doesn't allow me to play, then it will be over. This might take a while. Let's see, maybe I can react to videos. I think I can react to videos without getting copyright striked. So let me do that. Let's see, what is there? Hidden investment opportunities. Elemental sticker hidden. They're not good investments right now. They're going to be in the game for 6 months. They're literally going to trade sideways for the next 6 months. They're not good investments right now. What do I buy here? What do I buy? What do I do here? Where is, let's see. This guy.
At BMO ETFs.
Let me share my screen. This one. Boom, boom, boom.
All our investment tickers start with Z. That's right, Z.
Things have been going absolutely insane for the CS2 investing market, starting off right here with the Austin Major. Now, if you want to look at it, Austin...
I don't know about
From
these.
the game. It got removed in this previous update, and it's very interesting because these capsules did not receive any forewarning they were going to get removed, and that's exactly why we're seeing the prices we are right now. 2 to 2.5x all across the board for your sticker capsules, which is absolutely insane, really evident of the fact that those ROIs were in fact still very inflated. If you want to look now, obviously it's not exactly the same because your capsules have doubled in price. If you want to look at the data right here, you can see that Austin is definitely in a pretty positive position, I would say, overall. There's definitely a lot of really good things when we're talking about it. it. In fact, even low listings on the market here represents a positive outlook. Now, this doesn't guarantee profit, and honestly, investing in now when it's double the price it was just a week ago, so kind of hard sell for me personally, but I think there's a lot of opportunity when it comes to Austin here. It seems like people really do enjoy this as a general area, and the fact that they have doubled overnight is absolutely insane, but not really too unexpected. The really only unexpected part was the fact that Valve just secretly removed them like they did previously with
Wait,
The really only unexpected part was the fact that
happened before with another major where items were accidentally removed.
Valve just secretly removed them like they did previously with Paris, but Paris they added it back in. Here they removed them and they kept it that way inside of the previous updates. So it seems like these capsules are officially gone, which is very interesting, and obviously a very hefty price point for them is now available. Skinland is today's sponsor, and they're also trade and just Master Shiny take place, offering every use code Master Shiny market going on. Now first up we got a fracture case which recently got removed. If you want to check out the price point on that, it's sitting in a about 70 to 75 cents. It's on the upward mobility right now, but it's really coming down to the gallery case is what everyone is looking at right now. The gallery case is currently sitting at $1.50. It's fluctuating a lot day by day, even hour by hour. It shot up in price to almost $2, and now it's right around this level. Very interesting what we're seeing here because a lot of people are really split on this case specifically. In my personal opinion, I think it's very unlikely that if we see a discontinued case, it's going to fail, and that's exactly the perspective.
I think it'll go up, but it'll be like
Shattered
Shattered Web, where it's not like great, but not
we're
terrible.
still getting the data in, so it's not 1000% guaranteed, but it seems like it is. There is a lot of opportunity here with this case specifically. Now that's all well and good.
I don't
There's
like, a
actually
lot
one
of people
area
say
that's
there's a lot of opportunity. I don't think it's that good. Like, I think it'll be solid. Like, it'll be $5 in a few years, $10 in like 5 years maybe, but I don't think it's gonna be that great.
significantly more important.
The knife isn't that good. Isn't like the best thing. The skins aren't crazy. I mean, they're good, but they're not like anything special compared to other cases. So, I think it'll be okay.
Important to check
I don't think it'll be that good though.
out right now. It actually comes from our sponsor Skinland with this data right here. They came out and they found that the sealed Genesis terminal is actually closer to 40% of the drop pool rather than the old 19.8%. See, with the old active drop pool, every single case inside of it was an equal opportunity. If we want to look at this right here, we can see that is very much not the case. Now, the other four difference is a little bit negligible, just because it is a smaller sample size, but it's very clear the sealed Genesis terminal was showing up about 2.5 times more commonly at 40%. That's crazy, and that's a really important thing to focus on because that means potentially we're seeing Valve trying to phase out cases. I don't necessarily know if that's the case. A lot of people are really going off the deep end with that one, but I think it's extremely important to focus in right here. If Valve is trying to get more of the sealed Genesis terminal or things like it similarly into the game, that's really good for rare cases. That's extremely good for discontinued cases. If there's no more of a case coming in, or it's less coming in, whatever we're seeing right here, there is a huge opportunity to make a lot of money off of that, in my personal opinion. This is a very interesting development. We're checking it out as it goes, but thank you to Skinland for this data because this is extremely interesting. Now, the other area that got removed in the most recent update is going to be those character craft stickers, and right now it could be a very great opportunity for you to get in as an investment opportunity because these things have not shot up in price. In fact, they've done quite the opposite. Some of them are down a little bit depending on which sticker you're looking at and which one you're really trying to go into. The ROI overall,
Yeah,
is
they're
around
still up
12%.
a little bit.
It's definitely still up from the overall place we saw before.
A lot of these aren't going up. From the Deep was good. I bought a bunch, but they've gone up quite a bit now. Urban Tide, Taste Bud, Fly High, Glare.
Before they even announced the removal, the right
Red Shades is good. I have a bunch of these. I wish I had a googly eye, but I only have the side eyes.
now it seems like some of these stickers you can get in at a very cheap price point. It seems like some people have liquidated out their position. I would say this is definitely a long-term play, so I'm not worried about it. If you want to look at the data, the applications on these are strong enough. I'm not really too concerned about anything inside of this area, relatively speaking, but in a short term, it could be a really good opportunity to pick up some of these. Same with your graphic collection. Things have not gotten too crazy there as well just yet. I would say these are definitely very long-term plays, so I'm not worried about the short term here, other than the fact that you could be buying up more if that's something you really want to go into, but be careful as always.
Overpass, Graphic, Train. Interesting.
Now, talking about all the brand new things that came into the game, first up, I highly suggested you went ahead and redeemed your stars before this update came out because it was the safer option and guaranteed profit, and that's exactly what ended up being the best option here, because if you want to look at these, there was no new case that came in. In fact, we saw just a couple new charms and sticker collections. Now, I'm very bullish on some of these items specifically. I think they're a great addition to the armory. When we're talking about overall player sentiment, though, it is not the exact same. People really wanted another case to come in, which didn't seem very likely based off the Seal Genesis Terminal and the Fever case, both of which didn't really line up with us getting a brand new case into the armory right now. And if we want to look at the brand new things that come in, there was a lot of potential with this. Honestly, if we want to talk about these charms, some of them are extremely cool and really good looking. There's a lot of uniqueness, and there's also a lot of charms in general. We're talking about tons of brand new items being added into the game, which usually people be very excited about, but it's very interesting that people are hyper fixating on the case aspect. Seems a lot of people got burned on this area, being that they had a lot of stars. I would say even if you got a lot of stars right now, you can still make a lot of guaranteed profit if you got enough of them. The Elemental Craft stickers are still at 173% ROI. We got our other collections at 150, 140. There's a lot of potential with the current armory, and honestly,
Yeah, I don't know
with
who's
the future
buying all of
updates
these.
that are
Like, I
brand
don't.
new, we'll have to wait and see. And for me, it's a little bit too risky to just instantly redeem your stars, but I definitely like these as terms of being that they're probably going to be over 100% ROI because there's so many charms inside of them. Now, some miscellaneous things that are really important to note right now. First up, we've got the Austin souvenir charms that were redeemed. We've got this graph right here, which is very interesting. Remember, this was the first major where we saw something like this, and right now it's extremely important to point out the fact that everything for the major opportunity is going to be back in a month. That's because our next major is coming up right around the corner. Valve usually is releasing their items about
Start
a week in
date
advance,
11/24.
probably just around a month. We're going to be getting some
So
things for
2
the
months,
Budapest major,
roughly,
is
or
what it
a
is.
month
So
and a
there's
half.
a lot of opportunities coming up in that specific area. Another very important thing to point out right now.
Wait, what is
So
this?
there's a lot of opportunities.
Never date difference. Yeah, first time it's gone negative since since ever, is it? First time ever. Oh wow.
Coming up in that specific area. Another very important thing to point out right now is I would highly suggest against overpaying for really any charms going on inside of the current market. If we want to look at what happened previously, obviously in the very first upcoming days, people were obsessed with all these different charms and all the different iterations and overpaying significantly for them. And what we've come to see today with all these different charms and all the different
Diecast. Oh wow. Buffs template. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know there were. Oh wow. So if you put like a buy order, like a really good buy order, die cast, charm die cast patterns. Oh, that's cool. So gold is best, and then blue is worst. Gold, does it have price here? I think if I just go on buff, I can see. $40 to $150, 20 to 30. Market, max red. So if you just if you put like a good buy order, you can get them for quite good price. See, 22,000. Yeah.
Alright guys, so today
different iterations and overpaying significantly for them, and what we've come to see today is really that is not the case. The majority of these charms end up being relatively market price. If you've got something that's absolutely insane, extremely cool, definitely try and get overpay for it, but I personally would not be in a position where I'm overpaying for charms from someone else. I'm not paying more just because I think it's the coolest thing out there, especially not a significant amount, just because over time we've seen that they kind of level out a little bit more. There are some charms that are still getting crazy overpay, but it's a lot less than what we saw in the beginning, which is extremely important to realize. And then talking about a rare case market, I think there's really nothing else to say other than the fact that we are so back inside of this area. I think the fact that the Armory did not come out with a brand new case is going to be a very bullish outlook for the majority of these cheaper rare cases. Now, nothing crazy has really happened overnight. We've seen a maybe 5%.
I don't know a little bit of cases, but I don't think they're gonna be like crazy good. I think they'll be like solid like they were previously.
A little bit to get that value back that was lost. I really just think this is a good moving forward aspect for this area. It was in a little bit of a slump, and now the fact that they know there's no direct competition immediately coming in inside this area, really good sign, really good overall opportunity. I would say check out the rare case market, especially the cheaper rare cases, which is what I focus in on specifically. I really like this area, and I think it's getting a really solid outlook right now. Now, what would I be doing right now? First up, I'm definitely grinding out a lot more Armory stars. They're going to be guaranteed profit if you get enough of them on a large enough sample size. Otherwise, I'm not making any rash decisions right now. I'm just checking out the market, seeing where everything lands. I'm definitely grinding out a lot more Armory stars. They're going to be guaranteed profit if you get enough of them on a large enough sample size. Otherwise, I'm not making any rash decisions right now. I'm just checking out the market, seeing where everything lands.
Let's see. I guess stickers, character. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you can't unbox them now. Fever. Unboxing ROI is 56, but what if you get it dropped? Like, what if you buy it from the Armory? I think it's profit. I guess it doesn't say. That's a shame. Trade that. Be the monster. It's not worth. Surprisingly, sports and field is good. Graphic collection. I bought a bunch. Are they really worth that much? How can I see this on Steam? There are no listings. What do you mean? Graphic. So I bought a bunch of these at like 40 cents or like 50 cents maybe. Like 40 cents, I think. They were like right here. It's around this price. Or maybe like here. So it was like 50 cents, I think. Just good at 20% profit is crazy.
cards. That's all I got with. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest.
Nice.
Today I want to talk about this item right here. This is the gallery case, and I'm also going to be talking about just in general, you know, discontinued
I don't
cases,
think
case
it's
operations,
that
cases, stuff
great.
like that,
Like,
because I think all of
it's
these
$2 already. A shattered web case is what, $10? And that came out 6 years ago? 6 years ago. 5 years ago. Almost 6. I don't think it's that, like, the supply was probably lower. The knives in this case are probably better than the kukri, because the kukri is just not desirable. And the skins, they don't make a difference. They don't really make a huge difference, but they're good in this as well. They're good in both. So it's already $2, and like the first, like literally the first 3 years after they came out, just flat, completely flat. And they've gone up nicely, but oh man, just doesn't make sense. Like the Broken Fang and the Riptides are good as well. They're better, but still, it's like Broken Fang came out. Broken Fang was better because the gloves are more desirable. And then Riptide, of course, has the Dreams and Nightmares knives. So they have the Gamma Dopplers and the Emeralds, which are very desirable. The Butterfly Emeralds are very desirable. So I don't, like, it's already $2. I don't know. I don't see how it's gonna go up like significantly more. Up. I don't see it.
kind of go hand in hand.
Like, I can see the stickers, I can see the graphic collection. CMYK. Field tested. See, these are going up. Cheapest listed. Last time I checked, they were like $4.90. They're going up. So they're good.
But right now, the gallery case is one of the most talked about items in the entire CS2 markets. And generally, I think that's a bad thing. Generally, I like to go against the grain a little bit. Generally, I like to go where the public maybe isn't looking. You know, the average person probably really isn't that smart. And honestly, in general, you're going to make more money doing the opposite of what the average person is saying or doing a lot of the time. And but in this instance, I think the gallery case is just too simple, too easy. I think it is a very, very strong, very interesting investing opportunity. And honestly, I think people might be wrong in a different way. I think people might be underrating the gallery case right
Oh man. Oh man.
now. If anything, we're going to be talking
Oh man.
about that and plenty more in this video today. Of course, first, just want to mention my cash
Oh,
trading business.
man.
If you're looking to sell any of your CS2 items, everything's kind of with the gallery case today, because I think there are some very, very being a better investment than people do believe.
Oh
already.
man.
So, obviously, the gallery case has now been removed from the armory. I know there was like some fake screenshots and stuff right away of after the gallery case got removed of it being in people's active drop pools and stuff like that. It doesn't seem like that's the case. It seems like this thing is going discontinued, and so far, right now, we're seeing the prices sit around $1.40. Now, this is what is very, very interesting. If we look at the, kind of lifetime graph of the gallery case, if this thing will load, for a long time, it was around $1, anywhere between like 80 cents and $1. But then after it was announced that this thing was going to be getting removed, it popped all the way up to $2.20 at the highest sales, which is very, very, very insane. And then I know there were some people, there's even people in my Discord being like, oh, well, once they actually remove it, this thing's really going to pop. This is going to explode right away. And we're going to look and see how some of the other cases have done in the past and see that that's not really the case. Again, cases and all of these discontinued items and collections and all that, they are a slow, consistent growth over time. And why that is obviously the math behind them and the data. You know, the fact that this is going to be a discontinued case that is no longer increasing in supply. People are going to continue to open it. If Counter-Strike 2 continues to get more popular and there's more players, you know, there's going to be less of these kind of per player out there, plus the openings, plus the unboxings. You know, this is going to be a decreasing supply item, but we're starting with a very, very massive supply. You know, there's something like over
but
100,000 of these. I don't know, was it 122,000
but
of these listed for sale on Steam right now, and that's just on Steam. It's not even counting people's inventories. It's not counting third-party market.
Price Empire Shattered Web case. 27,000 gallery case. 340,000. It's gonna be a long time. Long time.
Everywhere else, like, there's not going to be anything that makes these just pop, you know, right away. We already saw the pop. Again, these things went from 90 cents or $1 or whatever to $2.20 in just a couple of days. They have obviously come back down, but now again, I think it's gonna, you know, go up and down whatever a little bit.
And then he compares it to Broken Fang, Riptide.
What the price for these things is
He doesn't compare it to Shattered Web though.
Type of investor I am. I may set it and forget it.
Man.
Storage unit and forget about it for a couple of years. I was actually looking, and I think in 2021, you know, around the, you know, obviously there's like COVID era, COVID time, stuff like that. People are getting stimulus checks and buying up Pokemon cards like crazy, and Logan Paul's making Pokemon videos, whatever. I bought a ton of Pokemon cards, like a couple $1,000s worth of Pokemon cards, because I think Pokemon's really cool. I think collectibles are really cool. That was kind of like my first, you know, big collectible investment, stuff like that. And I hadn't looked at them again until very, very recently. 4 years later, now I'm looking at these things in 2025, and I'm up thousands of dollars on those Pokemon cards, and that's not even something I know a ton about or have done a ton of, you know, data analysis research.
Are they? Are they profitable? Really? Let's look at this. Not this one. I have to go to another one. Let me do this quickly. Make sure it's sharing. Okay, Gemini. Let me switch accounts. No thanks. Switch to this. There we go. Now we add this. No. Okay, exit full screen. Now add it back. There we go. Full screen. Are Pokemon cards a profitable investment? Which should I buy as a... That'd be interesting.
All that stuff in. So imagine, you know, CS.
Which one? I wonder which one's more lucrative. Pokemon cards, a lucrative yet volatile opportunity. Rarity condition. I don't think, like, I feel like Pokemon's like decreasing in popularity. So I feel like it's just not as desirable. I might be wrong, but which is more lucrative, Pokemon cards or CS2 skins?
Where the gains can be just as crazy, if not crazier, than, you know, many other collectibles out there. Imagine setting and forgetting this stuff for, you know, 3, 4, 5.
Why are you streaming on YouTube? This guy's trying to pump a dead case. No good knife. Only vapor and gold. Yeah. I haven't even checked chat. I am so sorry. Oh man. I'm so sorry. Yeah, YouTube is my go-to. Oh man. Oh man. How you doing? How you doing? I want to stream on Twitch, but the thing with Twitch is like the video, like no one watches VOD, so apparently it's better to stream on YouTube, at least when you start, to get like discoverability. I could try showing, I don't know. Why not Kick? Kick, people don't watch, or people don't like find people from Kick. YouTube, yeah, but like streaming on YouTube kind of sucks, or like the live scene is kind of bad, but the actual like VODs, the VODs are good. Like YouTube pushes out VODs, so like actually streaming on YouTube pushes your content out more. Kick had a good clip stuff. Yeah, I want to stream on all of them, but like my PC can't handle that right now. Once I get a good enough setup to do like all three, but you can upload the VODs. Yeah, yeah, but that's like, oh man, I would have to download the VOD and then I'd have to upload that, and then it's different as well. Like if I just upload the VOD, YouTube's gonna treat it as a video rather than a live stream, so they treat them differently. I could show my YouTube analytics. Hopefully I don't leak anything. Let me do it like this quickly. So if I do this, that won't show anything. So go to YouTube, YouTube analytics. Okay, I think that's fine. I think for discovery, is it? Cause let's see. Cause if I go on YouTube live, you know, I had 6,000 impressions just off the VODs. Just off of the people like seeing the VODs, and people are like watching the VODs a little bit. So like from what I've been heard, straight from Twitch Dash just with a button. Maybe I could. I'd have to look into how to do that. See Twitch. I don't know. There's also this one good video by Penguins. He showed it. Penguins 0 Twitch versus YouTube. Revenues. I think this was it. Where he showed how much he made on streaming on Twitch versus on YouTube. And this is why, let's see. This is why I switched.
A lot. What's better to stream on YouTube that I did, and it took home 11.7K for that whole stream. Roughly 2,000 subs, but most of it came through ads, and most of those subs were primes.
So he streamed on Twitch and YouTube, and on Twitch he made $11,000 while he was live.
Subbing on Twitch is far more common than members joining on YouTube. Membership on YouTube is the equivalent of a Twitch sub, where someone on YouTube pays $1, so minimum's $5. So much more common on Twitch. So 2,000 subs on that Twitch stream is more than I've ever got through a YouTube live stream, by a large margin. And 11.7K is the most profitable stream I ever had in my entire 7 years on Twitch. I actually streamed on Justin TV before it became back at multi-streaming last year. And what I've learned is Twitch is much higher potential to earn money while live than YouTube, and it's because of things like the Twitch Primes, which have become a pretty integral part of the Twitch ecosystem, and ads. Twitch actually has more ad generators, like eye tracking capability, so if a viewer looks away during an ad break, it'll pause the ad till their eyes are higher. Has a higher earning. VODs on Twitch don't make any money. Like, they just don't. I don't even know if they're fucking monetized, and if they are, I don't know if streamers even see.
Yeah.
But on YouTube, it's a totally different story. My most successful stream on YouTube isn't the one I just had at the Game Awards with over 110,000 live viewers, which is my biggest stream by viewer metrics. The most profitable stream I've ever done, the most profitable anything I've ever done, is this stream right here, my Starfield stream. During the stream, I had 31,000 average viewers with a peak of 38k, which is a big stream. That is a big stream for me. It's actually more average viewers than the Rocket League one, but the Rocket League stream not only was a longer stream, but had a higher peak, and thus you would expect make more money because of the ads and the subs that came through. Well, what if I told you that's not the fucking case when it comes to YouTube streaming? Because this Starfield video actually made $84,000.
8 times more.
84,000 doubloons for a 4-hour stream just playing mid-poop ass Starfield. The actual, like, this was like an insomnia, try not to fall asleep challenge.
So he had a shorter stream on YouTube, but he made 8 times more, and it's because of the VODs.
$4,000. And it's not because the 31,000 viewers all of a sudden just started, buying memberships or donating tons and tons of money. This wasn't like the biggest documented case of credit card fraud and money laundering that the internet's ever seen. In fact, the live stream itself made 1.6k on ads, and the other $78,000 came from the VOD and the ads that played during a VOD. Now, the membership number there, the 2.4k, a lot of those memberships were just from people watching the VOD and then buying a membership, not them doing it while it was live. Also, the supers and gifts, I'm pretty sure that is live. So you can add the 1.6k plus the 1.6k on the supers, so the 1.6k from the live ads plus the super chats. And let's just go ahead and be generous and say, like, the live stream, while it was live, made 4k. The other $80,000 came from the VOD. This isn't some, like...
Yeah. So, like, he made more, and also, here, if we look at here, oh, these are Pokemon cards. Which one's better, Pokemon cards or CS2 skins? What does it say? Okay. So in conclusion, Pokemon cards may appeal to investors seeking a tangible asset. Yeah, so apparently CS2, but which is better for streaming? Which is better? Which platform is better to stream on as a new streamer? Twitch or YouTube? I would do both. Let's see. The best investment of 2024 was CS2 skins. 2024, was that good? I don't remember 24. I remember I don't know. Was it cases maybe? I don't remember a lot of things going up in 2024. Let's see, the streamer dilemma, Twitch versus YouTube. For aspiring streamers, the choice between Twitch is a daunting one. Both offer avenues for content creation and content building, yet they cater to different strengths and growth strategies. The verdict at a glance. For discovery and long-term growth, YouTube holds the edge. Its powerful algorithm, diverse content formats, and evergreen nature of video on demand content provides more opportunities for new streamers to be found. For immediate community interaction and a dedicated live streaming culture, Twitch remains the king. Its chat features, rating systems, and deeply ingrained viewer habits foster a more intimate and real-time connection. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's better because, like, I showed it before. Let's see. The VODs get pushed out more, and, like, there's more of a, I don't know how to explain. There's more of, like, a, like, I gain 6,000 impressions on YouTube VODs, where on Twitch, I probably gain, like, nothing. And then the revenue would be a huge part of it too. Like, once there is revenue being generated, YouTube would be crazy. Um, 3.2 to 5, something 1 in 1 year. Yeah. I mean, and that's like the entire market. That's not including like all of the little stuff. Like, you know, that's including like knives and like very high tier skins. But if you look at like low tier items, they've gone up a lot more than like 50%. Like CS2 items, like if you bought like, I don't know, capsules or some stuff, you could have made easily 500, 1,000%. But I guess, yeah, let's see, market cap. I didn't even pay attention to the market cap in 2024. Or like late 2024. I don't think it was, I remember early 2024, it wasn't doing great. Come on. Come on. Take your time. No. There we go. 2024. Yeah, I feel like most of it came in 2025. Like here, it went from. Cause I remember early 2024. It was like it was okay, but it wasn't great. It wasn't crazy. Like it came. I came off of 23 and like this whole thing. So 24, it went up a little bit. And then 2025 is where it really started to pick up 3.6 to, I don't even know what the hell happened here. I think Bitcoin maybe. I think people are like dumping Bitcoin because Bitcoin's going up like crazy. If you look at Bitcoin, let's look at this. Yeah, Bitcoin had this like really nice jump in the last like week or so, up 15%. So that might be why the market cap is going up so much. I bought Be the Monster at 920. It's at like 1,500 euros. It's insane. Yes. Yeah, it's Be the Monster is like that. It's a highly supplied collection though. It's a very highly supplied collection. Like, let's see. Be the Monster. Like as an investment, I find it very hard to like look at it as an investment. Because like, you know, the CMYK for example had 16,000 total, whereas the Be the Monster has 45,000 already, and it's still being dropped. So there's still more supply entering the market, and it has a 3 times higher supply already than that of the op. So like I hope it goes up, and I hope it continues going up, but as an investment, I find it hard to justify. I was looking into it as an investment actually, but I don't know. It's just more supplied, so the character craft stickers are going up though, I think. Let's see. Character craft. And I bought some of the graphic collection as well. Let's see. They're not going up like crazy, but like these are going up nicely. $7. A lot of this stuff is going up. These are going up. I bought a bunch of these recently at like 30 cents. They're now 50. I'm gonna buy more, but I'm gonna wait a little bit to buy more. Let me see. Can I show my game? There we go. So I bought a bunch of like the glares. I still can't put them in my storage container. Character craft. How many? I have 700 character craft stickers now. And quality. There we go. Let's have a bunch of stuff. 3 bunch. It's very nice to look at. Very, very nice. I feel like those are gonna be really good. Very, very good. See, I probably won't be playing another game tonight because I don't feel like it right now. So I'll close that. Let's see. I do want to stream on Twitch though. I do definitely want to stream on Twitch, but I don't know if apparently it's better for new streamers. And the discoverability is supposedly better. Repurpose editor. Wait. What if I can only stream on one platform? But regardless. Alright. Have a good night. Have a good night. Let's see. The clear winner is YouTube, apparently. Yeah, I want to stream on both, but unfortunately, no. Stream on Twitch. Yeah.
5 years and not checking the charts every day, not thinking, oh, should I sell now? Should I sell now? Should I sell now? Just holding it and seeing what happens. I think these things can go very, very, very crazy. But if we start to look at some of the other previous discontinued cases, again, we have
Yeah, Broken Fang, sure.
4 cents, but again, nothing crazy.
He doesn't show Shattered Web though, or does he? Oh, he does.
Didn't see some explosive growth. This thing took time, but again, discontinued cases have done quite well. To think back to times like
Yeah, it'll do okay, but it won't be like. It won't be crazy. I don't think the gallery is gonna be crazy. I own some myself, but I don't think it'll be crazy. Kilowatt, yeah. How do you add more buy orders for things?
this, but we can see March 31st of 2020. Here we go. Oversupply, oversaturation of the unbox in the past month. And again, if we look at something like CSROI, you can see you have about 156, a 1 in 156 chance of getting a red from the Operation Riptide case. So if we say there's about 400,000 Operation Riptide cases unboxed in a year, that means there's about 2,500 of these reds being created a year, which is about a 1% of the total 250,000 of these reds that exist. So you can say, hey, every year we're adding about 1% to those overall. Yes, gallery case is still going to be much higher than that right now, and I think the gallery reds will probably end up, being a higher supply than these. But I'm just saying, I don't think it's going to be an insanely more higher supply. I know, like Vanko replied to this and said there's a 3 times more redemption for the gallery.
Also, total number claimed for gallery at least 3 times more than Riptide.
The Riptide, I haven't seen any data on that. Maybe that's true. I have no idea. I would love to see a source, but from everything I'm seeing, it seems like these cases are not like an insane supply. So if you're worried about, oh, these things have been in the armory for a year, whatever, CS2 investing so popular right now, there's so much money in the market, whatever. I think there's honestly a lot of things that have held back the gallery redemptions, and a lot of things that are showing us that the gallery supply numbers do have a number of supply that.
Is there 125,000 Riptide cases? Really? I don't believe that. Yes, 1,500.
Is possible.
Oh, when Riptide was okay, yeah.
Very, very profitable investment. It's not like this is Paris. It's not like this is something with numbers that can never be eaten into or whatever. Now, again, am I saying this case is going to have the same returns as the other discontinued cases? No, not necessarily. It's possible, but it's not guaranteed. I'm not saying this is going to $10 or anything like that. Could it go to $10 eventually? Yeah, sure. I don't think that's impossible. But I think we might see a little bit of muted returns or anything like that. But again, cases, discontinued cases, rare cases are the S+ tier investment of the CS2 world, and the fact that we are getting now a discontinued case that we can get at not insanely cheap prices, but at least pretty reasonable prices, right now, at least, comparing it to where we've seen the other discontinued cases go in the past, I think that this thing presents a one-of-a-kind opportunity, and yeah,
it's not one of a kind.
Probably going to be more discontinued cases coming from the armory in the future, and however the gallery case does is going to end up shaping the overall supplies and the overall investability of the ones going forward in the future. But for right now, again, like a lot of other people are saying right now, the gallery case seems like one of the best investment opportunities out there. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of other people saying that, but like I said, I think it's maybe even better than a lot of the other people out there are saying. I think people are maybe even underrating it a little bit. I think this is a no-brainer, and I think there's going to be some money to be made with the gallery case. Again, that's not that hot of a take, but there is, some.
Yeah, there'll be some money, but I don't think it'll be crazy. It's definitely not going to be like Riptide. That's for sure. I'm getting pretty tired as well, so I need to go to sleep in a bit. So I will probably I'm gonna end it for tonight as well. I still have a few things I want to do, or I need to do by the end of the day.